Welcome back to Tiny Town! It's been like many months, but we're like at the end of Tiny Town. There's two things left to do. Renovate the town and the town center. That's today. The second thing is to go around to each of our characters and tie up any loose ends. That'll be the finale. This is the penultimate finale. I guess maybe it should be here, and then the finale is here. So yeah, today we're gonna be doing a build renovation, renovating the entire Tiny Town, cleaning up any like sort of spots we never got around to, making it look how I want it to. That being said, welcome back to Tiny Town. We're here. This is what it looks like at the moment. We're in the middle of autumn, so the ground is all covered in leaves. This is Scarlet Renrut. You may remember her from Tiny Town or the Every Life Stage Challenge. I will do a quick rundown on everything we've got because it has been so long. We'll do a quick refresher. But first things first, I'm playing as Scarlet because we need to get the money. Like, we have a Tiny Town pot of gold down here. We have 1 million simoleons, so I'm gonna go ahead and take money from the vault. Look, I don't think we're gonna have any trouble with budget. So basically, we're just gonna do what we wanna do to the lot and tie up any loose ends that we feel like we need. Oh, is this just open, but it doesn't look open? All right, let me just close and lock maybe. Maybe that'll reset it. I don't know what's going on with it. Cool. All right. Anyway, so I've got the money, 1.1 million simoleons. So I'm going to go to manage worlds. Now, one thing I didn't miss about Tiny Town is it is so laggy, this lot, because we have the apartments. The apartment system is really what bogs it down, but it's also what makes it very cool. In live mode, apartments are great, I think, but build mode, it is rough. Anyway, so what we're going to do, I'm gonna go to build on the entire lot, which will not give me that budget, which is kind of weird, but just to give you an overview of where we're at. So this is what Tiny Town looks like when we have all the apartments active. Let me just hide all those. Okay. So we have the community center here in the middle, which is used by all of our Tiny Towners. That's shared space. And then starting down over here, this is Pablo Renrut's place. And his skill was, oh, that's right, horse riding, but we added fitness into it. And of course, his style was Cosmolux, so like sort of retro future style. And at the time, I had just finished watching, I think, the Fallout series, so like, let's do a vault, because Fallout is totally that retro future style. So Pablo's, we walk through here through the portal, and it actually takes us down into the vault. And we have this sort of underground vault area, and we have a couple of apartments down here, which I think these are so cool. So that's the main apartment, then we've got a secondary one over there. This whole area we have for the horse, because he had a horse, and our skill was making money through horse riding. So we have the horse zone there, and then that actually connects through to the town center through this way. So that's Pablo's. Like I said, I'm gonna do a quick run through of everyone's, and then we'll get building. Here we have a Ruben Renrut. No, this is why we need to do a... I was thinking Ruben's over here. Sorry. We have Silas Renrut right here. Sil was boho. I remember this took us a long time to sort of settle on the actual design of this building that we were going to do. And his skill was photography. So we have like the little photo studio up top here with a bunch of photos all over the place, and they're very nice. And I have the bedroom up top here. I mean, this is pretty fun. I think this turned out pretty good actually in the end. I feel like it started off rough looking like McDonald's, and then we got there in the end, and we have the little photo studio in here as well. Which actually, yeah, I think worked. Then we have Christophe Renrut, which I believe is the first sim we started with. His style was French country and painting, and of course color is red, so we have all those red accents everywhere. I think this house is actually pretty nice as well. What I would like to do at the end of this series is try and separate all the houses onto their own lots and share each Tiny Town lot as its own thing, because it'd be nice to play with some of these houses without the lag of the rest of them. Anyway, so this is Christoph's here, very nice. We had to actually expand off to the side at one point because I think we ran out of room. It was a little cramped in there. He also has a little cellar down the bottom there as well, which is nice. Then we have, I want to say, I'm trying to remember their names without looking it up. I know this was obviously island style, and money was through, was it just music in general? Or like, okay, I have to look it up. Sunny Renrut, that's right. And I think that the actual skill was pipe organ, but we expanded it to allow general music too, because pipe organ was not, that was not gonna happen. So at the little music studio at the back, have a nice like sort of open air kitchen space, lots of living space out here, nice hot tub, and then upstairs is the bathroom. Oh, that's right, they had a baby, I forgot about that. Little baby that I don't know the name of, we'll have to figure that out when we go to live mode. And then downstairs they actually have their own vault because Judith Ward came with a bunch of money as well, and their vault actually joins into the main vault area as well. Then over here, we've got Vivian Renrut. Obviously, your style was industrial. Her skill, I want to say, was writing. Yeah, that's right. Because didn't she do like writing books in here and all that? So she's got a bunch of shipping containers. Lovely. And a nice little living space down bottom. Then we have Scarlet, who we started off with, and she lives in a treehouse, which is pretty epic. Actually, this is perfect for Enchanted by Nature. We could probably build a better one of these in the new pack. So if we ever do Tiny Town again, that would probably be a good style. Her skill was gardening, so I guess hence the tree house. We got a little greenhouse over there. Color green, which was useful. Gardening and green was like perfect. Then we have Camillo Renrut. This was probably one of the more controversial designs, just because, what was the style again? Oh, the style was luxe, which doesn't really, like, I mean, obviously this is very luxe. It's a beautiful design. But I went much more like luxe like temple, Taj Mahal inspired. It was actually specifically inspired by a build in The Sims 3 in the Egypt world. And I actually think it turned out really well. Again, this one kind of started off rough, because I remember downstairs, we went really dark, but then we changed it to incorporate purple, obviously the color. So we actually have the public space down here, which is the spa, because his skill to make money was wellness. So we have his own spa that he runs down here. And then upstairs is his house. I remember doing this was kind of tough too. It is such a weird shaped building. Trying to fit stuff in was kind of rough. But you know, we got there in the end, and I think it looks really cool. And I think what I like about Tiny Town in general, I know we've got one more to look at, is all of these houses are so totally different. Because I feel like if I did like luxe, like, I don't know, like a modern luxury mansion, it would just kind of look similar to this one, which of course is Ruben Renrut, who is actually the son of Christoph and I can't remember his spouse's name. I've forgotten. But yeah, that's Christoph's son here. And his style is it just modern? Yeah, his style was modern. So I feel like having a modern and like a contemporary luxury mansion next to it, it just was going to be too similar. So we just didn't do that. And we went wild card with it. So yeah, this one, modern orange, skill was cooking, I believe, right? Yeah, cooking and baking. So there you go. Yeah, nice. I like this. I think this turned out really well. Definitely got all the orange in there. You got nice kitchen space back through there. And then he was running a cafe here with the Home Chef Hustle little stall. And we have all the seating out the front there. So that's Tiny Town. Those are all the houses. Then the community center in the middle. This is always designed for all of the Tiny Towners to come together and use this space. And we did adapt it a little bit here and there. So at the moment, we've got like the old saloon. It's not really a saloon, but like it's like an old bistro. Because I guess we've got like the horse ranch piano and the dance floor and all that. We've got the darts and all that. It's that little bar room. Over here is just kind of like a banquet hall, which I don't mind. I think we could definitely make it look a lot better today. Like the wallpaper. I think I used that just because it was new, maybe. I don't know. We can make it look better, but I definitely like the big table setup. So because we did at one point, didn't we get everyone to sit there? Or at least nearly. I don't know. The hallways, I'm not sure what to do with. I feel like we could probably try and work that a little bit better. Then down here we have like a pool area, which is kind of weird. I don't love the look of it. Maybe we can make it look more like a community center rather than, I don't know what this is. And then over here was like the common room, which I actually quite like. I don't think I want to change that. I think I'm happy with that. Then downstairs, just kind of miscellaneous rooms. We've got like a tiny little gym. It couldn't be any bigger because the fountain is there. Maybe we can move it around. We've got all this space. We can maybe figure some stuff out. This is our storage room. We kind of just put random stuff in here. I might just get rid of some of the stuff, to be honest, because it's kind of pointless. Maybe we should just turn this into the gym. And then we have, I don't know what I called this, but it's like our hall of Tiny Towners. And each of them has a painting that was done by Christoph. And each of them has a book that was written by Vivian, the Book of Life, in case they died. Except the only one that doesn't have it is Vivian. She has a Book of Life, but when you could unlock writing the Book of Life, you can write it for every single sim except for yourself. So Vivian does not have one. That's something we'll have to sort out next episode. Okay, so we should all be caught up. I think that's kind of everything. So today, really, we want to clean up the outside spaces. So I'm actually going to jump out of this mode because you can see I've actually got infinite money right now. And I've got all these autumn leaves everywhere, which I actually don't want. So I'm going to go back to Manage Worlds. Then I'm going to enter build mode with Scarlet because I don't think I need to change any of the houses. So that doesn't really matter. But I'm going to click on Scarlet slot, enter build mode on her lot. So we'll be able to see her place and the community center. So hopefully that should be okay. And then now, oh, we still have leaves. I thought that was going to get rid of my leaves. That's actually kind of annoying. Because I kind of want to be able to see the pathway. I thought, Oh, maybe that was the mod. I have a mod that removes like puddles and stuff when you go to build mode. Actually, maybe that's part of that mod. Okay, let me sort that out. Okay, no, it wasn't that, and they're still there. So when do I just need to play the game to get out of autumn? Oh, but then I'm gonna be in winter. Oh no. Okay, the reason this is a problem, normally this would not be a problem, but I need to see the path so I can do some like terrain painting and all that. And it's literally just so covered. I think, what if I move the tree? Does it move the leaves? No, I think it has to be in live mode. All right, well, I guess we're gonna go to live mode. All right, so I guess I'm just gonna play through like 2 weeks because we have 2 days of fall left, then it's winter, then will be spring. And because we're in Henford on Bagley, it'll probably be like still snowy and all that in spring. And then we'll be able to build. I mean, I suppose I could go around and rake all the leaves, but even that is just like, it's gonna take so long. They're just everywhere. Look, I guess I'll start raking leaves, and if I get enough of them out of the way, then maybe I can go to build mode. Oh, yeah, I did just realize we do have this. Do we have someone with full handiness skill? Because we just need to upgrade it. If we can do that, then we can just change our season. I don't know, I didn't think of that earlier. What's your handiness at? 3. All right, so I went through all the tiny towners. None of them have skill level 8, so I guess I will start here. I guess start skilling up. And once I get to level 8, well, I guess I'll either get to skill level 8 so I can upgrade the weather machine, or the season will change naturally. Welcome to Tiny Town Renovation. Oh, Deathflower, let's go. Oh, Potion of Youth. Okay, I think, were those my backup ones that I had in case it got stolen? All right, I need a woodworking table. I don't know why I'm using Ruben. I don't think it makes sense. I think if anyone was gonna do woodworking, it almost makes sense as Pablo, but his skill was lower, so I kind of, if, you know, I don't want to just willy-nilly give someone, what do I, Christina Salinas is in there. I don't want to willy-nilly just like give you handiness skill. I mean, you're a chef, you know? All right, I think Pablo makes more sense here. Okay, so yeah, I think it also makes more sense for Pablo to be into handiness, because if he's living in a vault underground, I feel like he needs to know how to work on stuff and fix things, because he's going to be in isolation. So let's go ahead and get a woodworking table. What are our options? Oh, he doesn't have much money. Wait, what the heck? I have nothing. I can afford this one, which is more expensive, or I can get the normal one. Do they have a cheaper one as well, or is it just those two? I feel like there was another new one they added. Oh, it's more expensive. It's 1,000. All right, well, let's just get the cheap normal one. Where should I put it? I don't really have money to, oh my God, there's so much poo down here. I don't really have money to make like a dedicated shed for it. So maybe I'll just put it in the barn. Do woodworking in the barn. All right, Pablo, I'm gonna need you to get down here and start working on stuff. And also, this needs to make us, oh wait, it's not allowed to make me money. Because I'm only supposed to make money from fitness. What's my mood? Oh my gosh, this is like such a side quest. Why? We have Scarlet with 1 million simoleons and you have 100, you have 100? What are we doing? Well, hang on. Let me pick up all this manure because this is technically making money from horse riding, right? So I can sell these, right? Okay, 75, look at that. I'm gonna need a little bit more money though. Dang it. Actually, was this, did this give handiness skill, the friendship bracelet thing? Or am I making that up? Hang on. Hold up. It does, and I remember, yes, it's super quick and it's free. Let's go, people. All right, here we go. All right, we're on it now. I gotta remember this trick. I mean, I did remember it, but it took me a little bit of time. I guess I could sell the woodworking table, just so we have a bit more money. Oh yeah, here we go. It's free, it's pretty quick, and then I can give all the tiny towners friendship bracelets. I can just queue up a whole bunch of these. He's just gonna keep going, and eventually we'll get to build mode. Wait, all of this, I'm supposed to be in build mode. Dude, it's been like an hour since I started this. What am I doing? Yeah, well, 45 minutes ago. I started this 45 minutes ago. All right, we're level 8. Oh my God, the horse. Okay, so now I should be able to upgrade that thing, but what do I need to upgrade it? Oh my God, my inventory. I'm gonna need a bunch of upgrade parts, right? So let's see. 3 electronic parts, and I do not have enough money for that. So are there any broken things that I can fix to maybe get some upgrade parts? No. Okay, so I need to make money. Let me get rid of all these friendship bracelets. Can I just sell my Aquazip? Yeah, I don't need that. I'm gonna sell that. I'm here to do renovations. What is happening? Do I have a computer down here? Oh, I do, it's over here. Look at this computer. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now over at Tiny Town Hall, I should be able to upgrade with that, yes. Let me just take out my, oh wait, hang on, is this crystal charged? It probably is. Charge remaining 2 days. Here we go. So if I just move this here. Wait, is this locked, this door? I don't remember. No. Okay. That crystal should take care of my needs, right? Oh yeah, I think I'm already close to it. Yeah, there we go. All right. Upgrade. Let's do this so we can advance the dang season and get out of this horrible weather. Well, the weather is fine. It's the leaves is the problem. Oh, hey man. Hey Camilo, what's up? I've got a lot of stuff happening now. Want to chat? Sure, I'm just kind of busy right now. Okay, advanced season. So let's just go straight over to summer. Okay, I'm gonna hang up on Camilo for a second. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's advance season. Come on, baby. Bring on summertime. Okay, it worked. I didn't see the animation at all. Oh wait, it still hasn't done it yet. Wait, there it goes. For some reason, we got the thing saying it's summer before it happened. All right, then weather. Can we go clear skies? Just like clear it up a little bit too. Nice and clear, you know. Oh good, all the leaves are gone. Oh, there we go. Make it clear, please. Oh, yeah. Look at this. That's better. That's Tiny Town. That's the Tiny Town I know. All right, 45 minutes into this, let's build. All right, it's the next day. I ran out of time yesterday with all the setting up and all that. This is honestly the story of Tiny Town near the end. Apartments and all that make everything so much laggier. And I'm kind of hoping that it's not going to be that laggy. I'm not planning on changing walls because if you remember, building on an apartment lot here, check this out. If I do this, build a wall, here we go. 1, 2, oh, that pretty quick. Not really, but yeah, it's slow. So hopefully we don't need to do too much of that. But basically what we need to do, clean up these pathways, just sort of decorate up the edges a little bit because like, I mean, this just kind of goes nowhere. Look, there's not much I can do here, but I can at least probably do some terrain painting around it. And actually, let me take down decorations. Why do we have decorations on everything right now? Why is this game obsessed with adding like decorations all the time? Actually, do we already have, oh, we already have a box down here, good. I don't know, it's really, oh, I don't own this lot. Oh, am I not at my house? Wait, I am at my house. Okay, so I'll just buy a new one. Just gonna go here, okay. All right, take down decorations. There we go. Okay, now let's build. Okie dokie. So these pathways, I basically still want to keep them gravel because I think that makes sense. Doing actual floor tiles here, I don't think will look good. Obviously, this transition between these two, we need to sort out. So what I think I'm going to do, let's get a grass. We have the new bright moss. I say new, it's not new, but this bright moss I think should help us like blend in here a little bit. So I'm just going to get the actual grass there, use the bright moss, and then we have like this sort of other darker moss here, which maybe I can sort of feather in hopefully into Pablo's lot. So I'm just kind of playing around with these really. And then we'll also grab the dirts and sand and still sort of drag them out into that area. But that edge is already just nicer than what we had before. And we'll probably do some more plants and stuff, but just fixing up all the terrain paint is definitely something we need to do. And I think even just around buildings, like in this case, just doing a little bit of dirt around it. And then we can even fade it in a little bit more. I think I'm gonna remove, let me go down here, here we go. These paths. I think it's gonna be honestly easier just to remove the existing path and just do a new one rather than trying to adjust it. At least these sections, because so right now, I guess the entrance to the lot is kind of weird because we enter right here into Ruben's place. Like you spawn right here and then we have like two paths either side. So I'm wondering, can we do some sort of entrance? It doesn't have to be like super fancy. In fact, I don't really want it to be super fancy. It's not to be like cottage living because I mean, we're in Henford on Bagley. It's Tiny Town. What if we just had like wood column thing here? Obviously I'll adjust this so it makes more sense and probably bring this back a little bit. Then it's at least kind of like an entrance because I think there are like archway items we could use. Like this, there's the ranch living one, which I think is probably too much. Like also because you can see the scale next to the house, that's a way too big. I guess I could scale it down. Maybe like this even could work. Or we could do this. See, that's a little, the stone on that I think is too much. Ooh, I wonder if we could use this. I know we already have it over at Christoph's house. Might be able to pop it out here. You know what? I'm gonna pop it there for a second because I feel like it actually totally works there. Actually, that's really cute. I like that. I might keep that there. I don't think I'm in love with this right now, but I'm just trying to figure out what we can do. You know what I mean? So if I just bring these flowers out just to sort of guide you into that. So that's one entrance there. And then I do the same thing on the other side. So those are our like Tiny Town entrances per se. Then basically we've got this dirt pathway coming up to this. Like, and I really hate in this game how they don't join stuff. But I'm wondering do we try and do some sort of path that goes along the front even to this thing? I think maybe if I just bring this in instead of it sticking out, that's probably going to help us, because then I can probably fit some semblance of a pathway here. So which pebble was I using? Yes. Wait, yes? I don't know why it's doing grass in between. Hang on. No, that's actually a different one. That's why it's not matching. This one? Nope. This one. Okay, that one. Okay. So can we somehow have like a gravel path that comes here? It's so hard because we have so little room between this and the edge to try and have it like fade in. Now these are gonna have to go if I'm gonna have a pathway here. I just, because this is like part of where you come into the lot, I really want this to be some sort of something. The question is, do we put a fence along it or do we just leave it open? I think I just have to fade it out a lot more because it's just way too like solid to be a, like, it's just, there's too much gravel basically. I think that's the problem. It needs to look more like we're in you know, the British countryside. And quite frankly, it probably would be more like this, but I like the gravel. So we still have the gravel, but I think we'll sprinkle in more dirt and mud as well. Not too much, but see if we can make this transition even a little bit further back from the path still, because having the orange stand right up there, I think is not working. I think if we can, maybe even, what about the cottage living fence? Like maybe even he has like a fence here that's like, actually maybe this one, hang on. I almost want it to look like he's put up the fence. This is not working. We might need to do some debug stuff. Here we go, stuff like this maybe. It's also, all this stuff's from Horse Ranch Pack, so. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I guess my idea in my head anyway is that he's trying to protect his little doomsday bunker from, I guess, the apocalypse. I don't know. Whatever that means. Zombies, perhaps. So he's getting up this little barricade. You know, he's working on it. He's not fully there, but it just adds something that we can then use as more of a visual transition as well. So I think that might work. And that means on this side of the fence, we can have beautiful flowers. It's going to look great. And then it just transitions to like the apocalypse on the other side for some reason. Like, I don't know what he's done to his land to make it a desert in this beautiful lush area. He's put something down. I don't know. But we could even use this to have like a little pathway through here. Could be nice, a nice little seating area. So we're kind of using these benches around the place. I might get another one of these. A nice little bench here. Look at this, isn't that cute? So I think what I'll try and do here, let's get our pathway back in. So I'm just gonna bring this in and that's gonna join to there. And then could we do, like this will be a pathway, but it'll be more of a dirt path. It's a little bit more off the track, you know, but you can obviously go this way and people do. And then just give this little entrance here a bit of paint as well. This edge is so annoying, but like, I don't know what else I could do with this. So I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. Okay, well, I like this entrance better and the transition to that lot's a little bit nicer. I think it's cool that this thing is here. It does seem a little over the top, so I think I'm actually gonna get rid of it and just keep it as the fountain. I think that makes more sense. I'm also gonna get rid of this, presumably, yeah, trash plant. Get rid of that. I do like this area now. Oh, look at all the trash plants, get rid of that. I do like this. Let's just position it a little bit more precisely, perhaps. What is that? Oh, it's a sketch pad for some reason. Okay, I'll just put it back on the table. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think I need to change that anymore. That's fine. So we're using these lights around. Let me go to nighttime real quick. Where's this house? My question is, do we do lights along here at the front? Also, I'm not sure why. Oh, there we go. None of the lights are like lighting the first floor for some reason. I think it makes everything, I think I need to scale these down because it's making that building look really small. That's probably better. Or do we just pop them in here? Ah, hide most of it inside of the post so you still get the light. Okay, I kind of like that. I don't mind that. Now, what other outdoor lights could we have? Because I think we need some lights along the path, but I don't think I want to do massive lights everywhere. So I think we could do like these little garden lights along the path like this. I think that's nice, but I think I need something more on the floor here. Like, the grass is nice, but it almost seems like I'm missing stuff. Like, because there's just lights in the middle of the grass. I don't know, it kind of looks weird. So just sort of move some plants up to it a bit. That's a bit better. Okay. So you sort of come in this way to Tiny Town, looking good. I like that, it's cute. It is a shame that Pablo's place is right at the front, but I don't know what I can do about that. I mean, I could put a hedge here, I suppose. Although my horse notice board is kind of right there. Oh, it kind of faces this way. If I do a couple of these real quick. Look, it kind of helps. It's not a lot. Maybe I can just put another big tree right here. Just on the, maybe instead of that, because it looks weird with a tree instead of a hedge. We'll have one hedge, maybe there, a tree, okay. And maybe some flowers, you know. Great. You can barely see the bunker anymore. Great. Actually, can we get another one of these? Because this actually might work well in this spot if I move some of these. Because I got this little indent area. I feel like I could put the big flower bush back there. Might just make more sense with how this is all positioned. Yeah, and then maybe should we do pink? Should maybe I'll do the same color as whatever this one is. So they sort of match a bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Right, I'm gonna do this path over here. This one's also a little interesting because I do kind of have this we could use as like a path. So it's like, because then it's kind of weird if I put a path here as well as this. So maybe I just reduce this. I think this is maybe too big because it's acting as a pathway as well, which we don't really need it to do that. So I'm thinking maybe we just cut it off there and also cut it straight down here like this. And then we're gonna get rid of all of this. Oh, oops. Too far. hang on. Oh, wait, is this on a is this a foundation? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. Sorry. I don't know why I thought that was a problem. I can just do this and just make sure that, oh, hang on. Make sure I don't ruin anything else here. Did I move stuff inside? Hang on, go back. If I just remove not expanded ops, dang it. If I just delete the bin, does it delete anything else? I don't think so. I think it was just the bin, which is okay. I'll adjust this so it's not falling off the edge as well. Yeah, because I mean, I liked that. Oh my God, the terrain. I liked that, but it was just acting as a secondary path next to a path that we already have. So there's not much point to it. So I think we shall turn that on so I can see, level this down to the ground. There we go. Then we can just turn this into our pathway and go, woo, down here. Okay, and then I will get a bin back for that side there. Oh, I deleted the stuff from there, which was this thing. And I believe that neon sign, right, did it go in here? No. Was it this one? And then did I just make it orange or something? Is that what I did? I have no idea what I did on this. I'm going to set it to orange. It doesn't look orange. Well, oh well. Anyway, that's there and then bin. Okay, great. Now let's do the pathway again. Let me just bring it back. You know what I'm going to do first? I'm actually going to paint dirt down first for our general base of our pathway, and then we'll put the gravel on top. I think that'll give us a good starting point, I think. Okay, so this can come in and basically follow that, and then we'll probably adjust it a little bit as well. But that's good. And I think if we do the same kind of thing where we make sure to have lots of plants and flowers around it, because that's kind of the idea. It should be a nice lush area, but also a little tiny town, you know? It's a tiny town. It's not a big town, just a tiny one. Now, I suppose I could try and get some more orange ones for here, just because this is Ruben's spot. So I'm just trying to copy some of the flowers I've got around the place here. I could even leave, if I leave a little spot here, they'll be able to walk up that section, which will probably be useful. So might even leave a little gap. And we can just do a little bit of that. So it's like people walk there. And then Camillos, get some purple flowers and plants here. I don't have any lavender here, actually. Like, I got all these other flowers and stuff, but I don't have lavender for Camillos. Come on. Okay, there we go. Now we got this nice little pathway here with a bunch of flowers and stuff on it. Can I fit a bench anywhere here? I didn't really leave space specifically for one, but we could probably get one maybe here if I just adjust this a little bit. Get rid of that one. Just adjust some of these flowers. A nice little bench. And I do want to add like little decorations around the place too, just whether that's, I don't want to say junk, but like little trinkets and stuff around the place. Like I think cottage living has some good stuff like that. I'll see if I can find what I mean. Hang on. Just like this kind of stuff. This doesn't make any sense because it's for farming, but stuff like this that would be outside. What does this banner have on it? Does that look like a tiny town sign? Not really. Kind of hoping one of these would look almost like a little village sign. We could have like one of these though in our town center. That's cute actually. So this is obviously, you come in here to town center. Maybe we could have the board here on this side, or I could put it over there maybe. I guess maybe there's a bit more space over here. I don't know. I need to work out this space in a second. So let me go back to nighttime because I'm going to get some more of these little path lights that we've got. There's actually a lot of light in here because of all the buildings, which is good. I don't actually need too many of these. This is, I guess, more for ambiance, just to add the vibe of little lights. Not that they actually provide any additional light that we need. There you go, just got a few little lights through there. It's still kind of dark there, which I actually don't know how, because there is a light right there and one right there, but that's the dark spot. Okay, I'm gonna also scale these lights down because I scaled down the other ones. And I think that makes sense. I'm also gonna move this back. I don't really like that it's sticking out like that. I'm sure that's weird. I'm sure there was a reason I did that, but I'm gonna move it back one. I feel like I should do something with this space. Oh, you know what? Can we fit a little, oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought. I wanted one of the little fishing holes. What happens if I scale it? No, it doesn't work. I thought it'd be nice to have like a little lake there we could fish in. In that case, no. That looks silly. Oh, you know what we need to do? We actually need to have a wedding for Scarlet and Patchy. Maybe we could have like a little cute wedding arch under here. Henford wedding arch? I mean, this one makes sense. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Oh, this one's smaller. Yeah, these other ones are actually really big. I might have to use this one. It does, if I put it there though, the background of our archway is the dang vault. Why is it always this Pablo's vault? I don't know if there's another spot we could do it though, because there's not really more space anywhere. I mean, I guess what we could do, we could, because I guess it's Scarlet, we could have it facing towards her place and then use this like footpath as the aisle. Okay, hang on, this might work. Now this wedding arch will be like a temporary setup, but we'll get it set up now because we'll need to do that in the next episode. Annoyingly, that tree is kind of in the arch a little bit. Maybe we'll just go forward a bit. Put it there. Look, it's not ideal, but it'll have to do. So if we do that there, I guess I'll get rid of this bench, or maybe we can just set it up like this. We'll have like bench. How many tiny towners do we have? 8, obviously, but then obviously all the partners and everything. Like how many people do we have? Like how many seats do I need here? Don't worry, I'll move all this stuff that's in the way in a second. I mean, 12 seats is probably enough, right? I mean, are they all gonna sit down anyway? Like, you know, probably not. I'll move that. Where would this go instead? Maybe just like here, so the bench is just on the other side of it. Dang, is that another plumber? Plumb-like crystal. I'll put this on the roof for later. Okay. Now, I know I've only got one light. Actually, I've got another one over there. Oh, yeah, I just realized that. Make these smaller. Actually, if I make them smaller, does that make the building look bigger or smaller? Probably better having them scaled down like that, actually. Cool. Can I do one of these, but then smaller on the outside so it kind of like steps up toward the middle? I don't know if that looks silly or not. I just had that thought that maybe that would help us fill that in a bit. I don't think I mind that. I mean, look, it's a big ugly building. It's kind of the point. It's supposed to be like the Back to the Future town hall, so it doesn't look great anyway. I guess the downside of having this light here is it is right in the middle, so maybe I will just move that over this side, move it further back. Okay, that's better. Let me go back to just doing all the terrain painting. I think I need to finish that because we've kind of halved it. Like, I think that pathway looks so much better. Annoyingly, I was doing the thing where I can show you here. If I start painting on it, it like does a line of grass around it, so it's not blending properly. So basically I have to clear it all out and just do it again. Otherwise it's not really gonna work, which I guess is fine because we kind of need to do it again anyway. So I guess I'll clear out a lot of this. What's going on here? Did I just never do this spot or? I guess not. Maybe I didn't finish that. Maybe I was like, oh, I'll leave that for future me so I can sort that out later. Great. Now, obviously, I'm not going to really redo Kristoff's house or anything like that, but all these surrounding pathways and that definitely needs to be redone, like all of this. Okay, let me redo all the paths and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I've just done all the paths and I think it looks better. Like, I think it looks muddier and dirtier, but I think that goes with the vibe of where we are a lot more. Like, look, if we go with the environment, we're basically just in the middle of the countryside with all these farms and stuff. So I think this looks so much better. It does, I guess it doesn't look as crisp, but I think it looks a lot nicer. And now I can just go around adding a bunch of plants and flowers everywhere. I've also just added a couple columns to the side of the town hall because these walls are big and blank and there's not much depth here. Like I can't add much in front of it. So we can do some stuff on the wall. I can do some flowers here, but that's about it. Same deal around the back. And I think I might just do the same sort of trees, right? Like that makes sense. Where did I place these? Oh, quite far out actually, but I can't go out as far at the back here. So I'll just hopefully put them there. Be fine. And then smaller ones on the side as well, just to have that same landscaping. I think I put them way too close to the building. My bad. Pull them out a little bit. Okay, just so we have that same sort of thing around the back. I think it looks nice. And then I think with just like, this does actually fit in pretty nicely right here. Some nice flowers. Look at that. Beautiful. I don't know what I'm gonna do back here. We need something. I guess the other problem is it's always like really shady back here too, just because of where the sun is. So it's just not a great spot. I'm sorry for Sunny and Judith, but they have a beautiful house, but not a great view. All right, anyway, back over here. So if we're gonna have a wedding, we might as well get the wedding stuff we need. The aisle, is that not in the wedding category? Oh no, it is, it's here. I found one of them. Oh, here we go. Medium? Yeah, okay, so then they can walk down the aisle there. That'll be cute. That'll be cute. Should we use these like horse ranchy like flowers? I was gonna do like the wedding stories flowers. Ooh, that's kind of green. Is it? No. Yeah, I was gonna do the wedding stories ones, but I feel like this, just because we're outside, maybe is a bit more on theme. Not sure which ones though, because it's for Scarlet and Patchy, so it should be green. These aren't a great color choice, unfortunately. How about we do some tulips and some barrels? How about that? That's nice. Look at that. I mean, I could probably still use these. I don't want to overuse them though, because I feel like we're never going to remove these. Let me try and choose one that kind of blends in. Okay, we got a few of those around the place. Just a couple. All right, so that'll be the wedding. And then I guess we can have the reception up in here in that room. We might have to redecorate that a little bit. Yeah, I really like this area now. I feel like just adding that over it made it so much nicer. Okay, can I fit stuff down here? Like, what's going on here? Okay, I'm basically just piling up bushes and flowers here. I don't think it's working, because then you get a nice little like walkway down here. Filled with color and greenery, a little bit of a wiggle to the path, not too much because I want to actually be able to fit down here still. Now we're in the cool island living territory. I suppose we could do some like greenery. Gosh, the camera around here is rough with all the buildings. Some greenery on the building. Okay, why is my camera up here? Scarlett's house is in the way, excuse me. I think just a little bit. I tried putting way more on there. It kind of looked a little silly. So I think we can just do a little bit here and there. Meanwhile, placing a giant piece. There we go, that's a bit better. Just a small piece. Just so it kind of looks like there's some, you know, ivy creeping up, but I don't want the building overrun by it, you know? Okay, back here. What the heck is going on back here? Maybe we just need some lights, like just these. Okay, I think it's kind of getting somewhere now. I mean, it's still pretty blank. There's not so much, like we can't really do much here, but I've added a bench here, which I guess is kind of weird that it's facing the house. But my idea was it's like you're sitting at the beach, looking at the beach. But I guess in reality, this bench sits and faces Sunny's house. But you know, whatever. Let's not worry about that. I wanted like a little, no, not a pet cemetery thing. Some sort of fence behind it. Not even a fence, maybe just like something. You know what? The answer is plants. I tried looking for like a fence or something, but there wasn't anything. Like, I think we just need greenery to make it feel like it's sort of grounded in something. There you go, a little bench. Beautiful. Look at this, stunning. I don't know why these columns keep doubling up. Like, so the spandrel has like its own column thing. And when you put a column in it, it like glitches with the column itself. So I don't really know how to fix that. So it just kind of always glitches. Okay, last little bit, at least of the main pathways and stuff, is this side section here. So I think this is pretty simple as well, just adding more plants and stuff, just like we did on the other side. There you go. I mean, it's pretty simple. I think I just need a few more flowers at the bottom here, because the bushes kind of look like they just kind of there. Maybe just like a little bit underneath or something. Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe some of these as well. Yeah. Just the little ones. Okay. So we just have a nice little sort of flower line path there that now joins around the back. Lovely. I do a taller one of those just there. Yep. And then it comes around here with some more flowers. Comes around this side, looking good. Okay, that's much better now. Like, it definitely feels like it's more like joined together rather than just blank paths leading everywhere. I think that's much nicer. It's a subtle difference, but an important one. Okay, so everything is looking pretty good. We can maybe do like a little bit more terrain painting around the edges. So I think I might just do that. Just on some of the lots like this. Like just like around here, it's very green around those, because it just looks like the building goes straight onto green grass. I think there should be a little bit of dirt there just to help that blend, and I guess a little bit on this pathway here as well. But other than that, I think I was having a quick look around. Everything looked pretty good. A little bit of shadow on Vivian's lot as well. Dull that a bit. Yeah, that's better. And some dirt under all these plants and stuff. Some of them look a little, it seems like a little bit of a top up. I think, I was wondering maybe around Camilla's might do something just here. That corner seems a little blank right at the front. So I'm wondering if maybe we do one of these. Where's my big purple? Oh, these things as well. Yeah, these. One of these. I mean, this just looks so bright green. I might do that one instead. Yeah, actually that looks way better. Kind of looks a little neon otherwise. Like, it's a bit bright. I think that's a bit better. It's more pink than purple, but that's okay. It gets our point across. Did I used to have something here? Oh, wait. Was I supposed to do water all the way around? I don't think I was supposed to, but I think that was what I was planning to do. Like, we have these little lakes here, or little fountains, but then I didn't have enough money to do that, but that's okay. I'm not going to do it now, because I think it would be too much water anyway. One of those. More lavender. I feel like that kind of makes all the difference. Just a few little plants here and there, just so it doesn't look as barren. Yeah, nice. Now, it's kind of annoying. Just this front, I feel like this is something, it ain't working. Maybe the pathway here is a mistake. Maybe we just have the little entrance bit there, get rid of this bit. So like you can enter there or enter there. And then the rest of this, we just plant up. We get hedges, we get bushes, shrubs, etc. Because I think it's just not working. I do like that orange shrub there. So maybe we can just build out the front of this a bit. I think in the context of Henford on Bagley, it just needed more plants. When in doubt, just add more. And I think that looks better than the path. I think the path in the front was just not it. I think here we could probably do, because this house is clearly by itself, maybe it could have its own post box and its own little bin area perhaps. Oh wait, maybe we should do like the little cottage one. Although it's not really cottagey, is it? Yeah, maybe not. Hang on, I'll just do this one. The really boring mailbox and bin just out the front. Beautiful. Okay, that actually looks way better. I think just having that flat front edge is just killing it for me. But I think that looks good, and I'm happy with all the pathways now. I actually kind of like this being grass area. I was going to do something there, like we were going to do a little wedding spot. I kind of like it being a bit more open. Back here, I do also like this being open. I think we maybe just need to do a little bit of terrain paint around that as well. Surprise, surprise. That's kind of our motto at the moment. But I like that being a little bit of an open space. That's quite nice. Just grass, because there's actually not a lot of just grass here. There's something everywhere. So actually having a little bit of empty grass is nice. Okay, next thing we got to do, we've basically done all the exterior and landscaping stuff, at least as far as I'm aware, that's what I wanted to do. I can't see anything off the top of my head that I wanted to change. But we need to go in this building. Most of it I'm okay with. The pool is strange. I guess because we were using the new kit at the time, Riviera Retreat, is that why it's like this? I guess the problem of changing it into like a more regular looking pool is it's not that big, is the other thing. Maybe I just leave it like this. It is bizarre, but maybe it's our bizarre. I don't love the hallway and entrance and all that. I guess I was going because we're doing the Back to the Future sort of building and I was doing like Art Deco kind of stuff in here, but because we got like this bar here, I wonder if there's something else we can do. I don't love the flooring. Maybe we should just do more of this because I kind of like this. And then maybe we can do like, this is not the color, but let me just pick this for now. Wait, how did I have the floor before? Like that. Maybe we do it like this then. I'll just do like a plain carpet up there. Or maybe like those plain there. I don't know. Those tiles and stuff wasn't it for me. I was not liking it. I don't know if I like this either. Kind of not sure because it's kind of a weird space. Let me see. When in doubt, look up inspo. You know what I need? I need a British Country Community Center. Is that going to come up with anything? I'm Googling. It does. Unfortunately, none of them look like the Back to the Future Town Hall. Maybe we need to have some of the bricks inside because it's very white. And then wooden stairs. I think those stairs look nicer with what railing should we do? Could do like a solid railing, at least there. What if I use the same brick color on the inside? Because I actually changed it to a lighter color. That actually goes with the floor. Oh, this is weird because this style is not, because I think that the real problem I think stems from the fact that I built the Back to the Future town hall as our tiny town hall, and the Back to the Future one is a very small town American thing, and this is a tiny town in the British countryside with 8 different styles. So it doesn't really make any sense. Which I guess none of this does. So it's kind of tough to know what to do with it. Maybe let me just go back. Maybe I'm overcomplicating. Let's leave it like that. We have these wooden walls, which I actually quite like. Now, hang on. So we got our pub up here. There's also actually in wallpaper, they have there's a lot of paneled walls now, but I think one of them is a wallpaper for some reason. I don't know why this one's a wallpaper. This one's like wider, right? Yeah, so it's got 2 wide panels, which is actually quite nice. Maybe we do that. Oops. I think the railing is wrong as well. Also, do I really need to, maybe I should just not, we had it going back over there, but I feel like that's completely pointless because there's nothing over there. And it probably doesn't make this upper space look better if we just get rid of that, right? Oh, I have to figure out I think I have to delete it because I can't remove the floor, which is kind of annoying. Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to delete this. Because it does that thing where it says not expanded to, so if I remove floor, it's not expanded to ops. So we get that bug. What if I, oops, just do this. We just expand everything. And here I was thinking I wasn't going to do any building. Well, in terms of like moving walls and stuff, but this takes so long because it's so laggy. Okay, so to get rid of this bit, I'll just drag all this in, I guess. Oh wait, that still put a floor there. That's weird. Hang on, how do I get rid of it? Oh, hang on. What if I do it this way? I go sideways, like this. Yeah. Okay. Now, do we have any weird glitches over here? I mean, none of that wall is painted, I've just found out, but that doesn't matter. We can't see it anyway. All right, so then we can get rid of this fence. Okay, so now that's just open, which just makes more sense anyway, right? Just get rid of those floating lights. I don't know why we had kept that. I don't know. We'll never know. All right, so this fence up here, I guess it's not really Art Deco in here anymore, especially just because I changed the flooring. I'm using carpet as our main flooring there now. We've got wood either side there, which is fine. Then I'm still using those tiles. I guess I'll change the, what is going on in here? I'm gonna change those bathrooms to these matching tiles, just so all that matches. We'll figure out the basement in a second. Well, hang on, what railing am I using outside? I should just use this one. Like, why was I even using a different railing? I don't know. There we go, just use the same one inside. Like, why did I overcomplicate it? I don't know. I guess we just went Art Deco inside. It was like half a year ago now when I did this, so I don't remember. So that's this fence, so we'll get the matching rail for that one. Yes. Hang on. I think it is this. Wait. Honestly, hard to tell because I couldn't see the post. Yeah, it is that one. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm still also using stone stairs, which I guess that doesn't matter. Does it? Is that what I'm using outside? Yeah, it's the same stairs. That's fine. Okay, so I'll keep those stairs. I'm going to keep the white railings. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't know if it makes a lot of sense of it all being white when we have brown everywhere. Well, these don't really come in brown. I guess I can do a brown top trim. Which actually, I don't mind that. Maybe we do that. Tiny town. Tiny town. We're finally renovating tiny, tiny, tiny town. Do I like that? I don't know. Who's to say? I think it's better than, I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest, it's not great. Like the whole thing is not great, but I think to change it more, I'd have to then probably change this room. We're trying to work with what we've got. Maybe this hexagon should actually just be the simple one, like that, just more plain. And then could we just have these tiles continue through there? So we have like carpets on the side, but like a walkway through the middle. It just kind of adds a bit of texture to it, maybe. Look, it's odd. I know that, okay? I just really don't like it. I don't know what to do with it though. It's such a weird, I had like no trouble doing all the outside stuff, but this is what is happening. All right, I've just ended up with this. I've put a plant in the middle. We got some wood, we got some bricks. I actually changed the bricks on the exterior of the building too, to the ones from businesses and hobbies. Subtle change, but I quite like it. And then I use those same ones on the inside as well. I think what we do need to do though is in our final episode is just get more photos and stuff, because I think if we just decorate this town hall space a little bit more, it just makes more sense anyway, especially on this wall. So I think we can make it work, but that's what it is for now. So yes, like I said, I'm happy with the common room. I'm happy with the bar. The bar is a little silly, but it is what it is. Over here, I think we could probably change this a little bit to make it a bit more appropriate for our wedding space. I think that's okay, because is this just a, oh, that's just a table. There is actually a buffet table now, right? From the event. Is it a, what kind of, I don't even know where to find that table. Because we can just serve buffet food on it, right? Okay, it's not called buffet table. Great. Called banquet. Here we go. So we're gonna use this. I'll get rid of these. Because this will be able to just add food directly onto it. Now, what's going on in this room? It is, it's interesting. The table is fine. I don't know that we need a pipe organ in here anymore. Although I kind of like that we have one, because it's kind of weird. Maybe I'll pop it over here. We'll give it a dedicated spot so it makes a bit more sense. Well, it doesn't make sense anyway. Like, why the heck do we have a pipe organ? I don't know. I'm gonna do a wall like this. Hang on. I'm gonna change our wooden walls to this same panel that we have out there, just so it matches consistently in the building. And I'm hoping this works. I actually don't know that it will, but if we get one of the bigger arches and just like sort of have this set in this little spot in there, I don't know if they'll be able to use it through this archway, but I like the idea. Now, as for this room, it does look atrocious, so. Oh, there goes the room, my bad. No, not that atrocious. Well, if we use this life and death wallpaper in white, that kind of feels like a wedding. Wedding-y? I don't know what I'm trying to say, to be honest. All right, give it that. Okay, so we'll figure that section out in a second. I like this as a backdrop. Okay, maybe we're gonna have a little sign here. I mean, it'd be kind of at the door, but I can't really fit it there. Maybe put it over here. I feel like we used to have this exact item somewhere, because we used it as a photo backdrop, right? Did I put this somewhere? If I line it up with the table, and then I'll just cover the window so you don't see those. And then you just add a bunch of flowers everywhere. I don't know how usable this room is gonna be, but it's gonna look great. Ooh, these are kind of goofy, but I kind of like them. Oh, they don't have the right color, never mind. Okay. It's kind of, you know, it definitely looks a lot better. I guess maybe I should change the color of the table. I wasn't going to, but I feel like it doesn't really match anything anymore. Because we've gone full on white wedding. So I think I should probably match all. Am I choosing the same color on these? I'm actually not sure. Yes, I am. Okay. It's a white wedding, but there's lots of green. Scarlett's color is green, so I feel like the flowers and all the greenery sort of, that counts. You know what I mean? Like we got all that. So I feel like we're getting that. I mean, for one, I think this room looks like a million times better than it did before anyway. So I'm much happier with this space now. These lights are kind of weird, to be honest. Maybe we could do different lights above the table instead. What about these? These are kind of magical. Oh, we also have like this with the plants in it. What is it? Like holly or something? I don't know. Although this light that has plants in it. Okay, I mean, I think I'm happy with that. That's cute. And it definitely, like, it's still the same room. We've just changed the wallpaper and some of that stuff. And we got the nice banquet table there. We've got the toasts there as well. I wonder if I might get a little spot for cake as well. Maybe just here. We can put a cake on that. I'll get rid of that light. Let's move these over. Maybe just so they're aligned with the windows. And I was using these on the wall. Can we get these on this side as well? How's this gonna look? But those that are aligned there, it does mean the windows are kind of in a strange placement. But I guess if I just put those there, then the cake will be there with a light above it for whatever reason, but that works. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy with that. The roof is a bit of a mess at the moment. We've got random crystals. I guess I don't need the random plumbite and stuff up here. The roof also doesn't really need anything on it. The only thing that we actually do have up here, I'm gonna get rid of this telescope, at least from that position. Can we put it somewhere else in Tiny Town? Problem is it doesn't make much sense somewhere else because it'll be covered by all the buildings. If I put it somewhere else, I just don't love the look of it up here. It's kind of messy, but maybe we just leave it. And then we have this, which I don't mind up here. I wonder if, can we just make it look a little bit better up here? And I'll put it back in the center so it like sort of lines up with that thing. The idea is it's supposed to be like lightning coming to that. We couldn't, I think we tried originally, didn't we, to like line it up a bit. But what about the businesses and hobbies like chain fence? No, it's gonna be, The thing is, it's probably best like that. And actually, I don't know why this has railings. I don't get rid of those. Because we'll just do railing at the top would probably make more sense. And then maybe if I just put like a HVAC unit next to it or something, just to sort of not cover it up, but sort of blend it into like roof stuff. My crystal charging I'll just put it here so it's more hidden, so it's not right in the middle. All right, so we do have the roof space up there, nothing special, but it gets the job done. And then the next thing, and I think the last thing, is this basement area. I guess I just need to give it the same kind of coat of paint I did upstairs. I think honestly it should just be the carpet. And then, because yeah, those tiles, yeah, I don't mind the tiles there. This is a random storage room, which I think I'm probably just gonna get rid of. It's kind of just junk. And it's not like we need it for the money. We've barely made a dent in our million simoleons. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. I don't think I need those photos, but I will keep them just in case. I don't wanna just delete them. I'm just gonna put them here for now. In our final wrap-up Let's Play episode, we can figure out what we're doing with the photos. In fact, I'm just making myself do this later. Well, we've got a gym here. Maybe this could be more gym then, because it's kind of like a weird space. Like, why don't we just make this area a gym and then just extend the lobby like this so it's not as cramped? Why do we have a hole in our roof? Ah, okay. Okay. Let's go back. So I think what I want to do instead is just remove the wall, because I guess we have no ceiling on this section, which is fine. There we go. Well, actually, I don't know why it doesn't have a ceiling. It could have a ceiling. It doesn't. No, never mind. Not expanded ops. That's fine. We'll just do it this way. So that'll be like that. I'm going to grab these same walls. Now our vault is just down here. We could potentially just, because it's just kind of, that's our vault entrance to Pablo's, which is fine. Do we want to have it maybe a little bit more concealed than that? If I put a wall here and like cut those stair walls, what does that do? Does that mess it up at all, or is that fine? I mean, I guess it's always going to look weird if you look down the gap because it's the stairs kind of are floating. So I guess it doesn't really matter. That's fine. And then I'm going to grab the brick texture. We'll use some of that down here too. Where does that line up? So it goes, it is actually just here in that spot there. I guess that means it's here as well. Yeah, just break up some of that wood texture. The bricks look kind of weird there, so I might actually just leave that as wood. Do I have any, I need like a door, one of these doors. Yeah. So this will just be like, oh, cool. Like what's through this door? Oh, don't worry about that door. That doesn't go anywhere. Anyway, that goes into there. And then we've got, this will be our gym. I guess, do I need an archway there? I guess I kind of just did that because it was kind of weird otherwise. It is just like a hallway to a hallway. That's why it's kind of awkward. But I guess we'll now have the gym off of that section, so we can use it for that. We got a weights machine, we got a treadmill. I guess we could get like a little punching bag in here. Bit of a sad gym, to be honest. Like it's, why does it look so sad? I think we need these community center signs around the place. I gave up on the gym. I mean, not really. I just saw these signs. I was like, yeah, we should probably put some of these around. It's down here. Okay, so the gym needs some gym stuff. What do we put in a gym? Which pack? A pack came with some gym stuff, didn't it? I don't remember which pack did. Well, okay, I should be more specific. There's a lot of gym equipment in a lot of packs. But was it just the clutter kit? Just like clutter, everyday clutter, maybe, was it? There's some like this kind of, well, it was just that, maybe in like a drink bottle. I thought there was more. Isn't there like a rack, or am I imagining that? There's so many dang packs now. Like all so many oh, here we go. Yeah, oh, it was Love Struck, okay. Yeah, there's so many packs and stuff. I don't even know which pack to search for to find stuff anymore. Because I'm like, I don't know what pack that was from. Okay, so I guess what we'll do a nice big window there. Classic gym. Okay, so I got little weights, I got the punching bag, a little bench, the actual weights machine, and then the treadmill over there. Move that closer to the wall. The walls look pretty bare though, so let's just get some, I don't know, posters or something, or some sort of decoration up. This doesn't really fit the vibe. Maybe just like wall decorations instead. Like, actually, you know what might be nice? If I do these, I don't know if this is gonna look good or look really bad. And then the brick behind, so you still have that wood color, but just gives us a little something different to look at. But then, what if oh, the mirror doesn't fit. Why is the mirror not a perfect wall height? Kind of annoys me, actually. All right, well, I'll do some mirrors like over here then. We'll do one there, whoops, and then maybe like one over here somewhere. I don't know, there's a couple of mirrors in there. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I think that's all it needs to be. It's just a nicer gym than what we had there, which is a tiny little room. This is kind of empty. I think we could probably just grab like a couch or something from upstairs. Go like this. Nice plant there. A different plant there. And then I feel like we should have a painting here or something. Like we can paint something. I don't have any, do I? I have random candles in my inventory for some reason. I actually don't know why I have those. Go away. Oh, I had other stuff too. I was just filtered. Yeah, I don't want that stuff. Wait, what about this? A family oh, it's just Scarlet. If we could get all of Tiny Town there would be cute. We might have to sort that out. Like manually somehow. Maybe just a grassy one for now. I mean, there's nothing in here. It's just that. But it just makes it feel a little less empty. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this space. Oh, the bathroom I'll just match to those same tiles that we have upstairs. It just helps it look a little less bad. And then I guess I don't mind those tiles on the side there, though I guess it would make more sense if it was just a carpet, just so it matches everything else. And I guess those walls should either be, I mean, I've left them. Should they be, I feel like it might look too busy with that though. I actually might leave those. This one I might change though. The gym, let me see what the gym looks like if I change it. Just because we've changed the walls elsewhere just to match. I guess that actually works. So then we got all the vertical actual beams there too. So it actually looks like the same kind of wall. Okay. I think I might like this wall to be brick there just for a bit of differentiation. And actually I like this trick of, I know those photos are kind of randomly there right now. We'll move them. Maybe. Hopefully I don't forget. But the idea was to figure out if we still need them in the next episode. Okay. Yeah, and then I like those panels behind these ones. I think that's fine. And then we, this is the hall of extras. So we need to do a few more paintings in here. I think we'll have to kind of do this in the episode because I'm not really sure how much room we're going to need back here right now. So I think on that note, I kind of have done what I wanted to do, right? Like I don't think there's any other renovation bits that are needed for the main like community space because we've got everything we need. It's all neatened up and decorated nicely. And I think on that note, this is the penultimate episode of Tiny Town. Thank you so much to my top level members for supporting the channel, and thank you so much for watching. So next episode will be all Let's Play, all gameplay of Tiny Town. We'll be going around to all the characters and tying up all the loose ends. There's a lot of little things that we wanted to do. So if you remember any of the little things from like 4 months ago that we need to do, please let me know in the comments of this video. Otherwise, I will be going back to previous videos. I'm checking all the comments, make sure we don't miss anything. Fingers crossed, I will get everything done that we need to. For example, we need to do that Book of Life with Vivian, Scarlet and Patchy need to get married. We need to do a bunch of those paintings with Kristoff of the other characters in Tiny Town. And that was just a few off the top of my head. So if there's any others, do let me know. But I have really missed Tiny Town. It was such a fun series, and it was a shame that we like stopped short of 2 episodes. It kind of just got lost in between when we were moving, renovating our house. Then there was a bunch of new packs. There's been like, I think 3 new expansions since I last played this, right? Because I finished this maybe around Love Struck. No, Love Struck must have come out already. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of weird. That whole period of time for me is a blur because we were so busy. Anyway, we're back. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish this before Fairies expansion pack, because if that comes out, this is getting pushed back even further, you know what I mean? So we're gonna finish it right now in the next like week or two, hopefully in the next few days, really. Like, that's my plan. But no promises, because I don't know how long the final episode's gonna be. It could be really long, because there could be a lot of things to do. So we'll see how we go. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.